Every 4 years, Bitcoin does the same exact moves. It shocks everybody, but not anymore. Take a look. The Stochastic RSI just went below this historic level of this white line right here. And when it does, it gets ugly. It gets gruesome, and it's always for the same amount of time. Take a look. 2022 was the previous time we dipped below here, and that was when the market started to crash, and it took over 424 days to recover. The time before then was 4 years earlier, 2018, dipped below this level in the white line, and it was an absolute bloodbath for almost 395 days to recover. Time before then, exactly 4 years earlier, 2014, dipped below this level in the Stochastic RSI, and it was an absolute bloodbath, but this time took 579 days to recover. The first ever time was in 2011, dipping below here, and it was just 335 days to recover. So what are we going to do now? What is about to happen in the market? I need to explain it to you. I need to explain what it's looking like for the recovery, and we're going to give a very huge clue to the next cycle top, because the next cycle top is going to be an absolute devastation. And I need to give you another hidden clue right inside of this chart. So let's get into it. By the way, we are getting tons of comments about Winbottom and altcoins. Did you know I give my top altcoin picks and my big secret investment both covered in the Bitcoin bottom blueprint? Just my big secret investment alone is already worth multiple times the cost of the Bitcoin bottom blueprint. But on top of that, you get my top altcoin picks, and on top of that, you get one guaranteed buy inside of the golden zone or your money back. Public launch coming soon. Watch your email. Right now, we are on the Bitcoin US dollar index, and today we are on the monthly chart. On the monthly chart, we have price action above our heads, and below we have the Stochastic RSI, which measures our momentum and goes from a range of 0 up to a range of 100. Simply put, when we are up here in this highway between these yellow lines, that's when you want to take profit, and you want to buy when we are below this white line. But more specifically, I'm going to give you some hidden clues as to know when to pull the trigger. Let's start our journey with take a mental snapshot of what the market is looking like right now. Because a few weeks to a month ago, everybody was getting excited, but we had shown this chart right here, and we said, look, we've got to give credit to this chart. We're supposed to stay level-headed. We're below this white line, and it's going to take a couple hundred days to recover. Everybody thought it would be very, very quick, and sure enough, the facts played out. Let's start our journey back in 2011. You see this anomaly. The first time that we went below this level, it was only 335 days to recover. Not too shabby, but we measure it based on when the orange line goes below and when the orange line goes back above. In other words, the Stochastic RSI is made up of two lines, the blue line and the orange. When the blue is on top, price goes up. When the orange is on top, price goes down. In other words, when the orange is on top, our momentum is heading down, so price goes down. And when blue is on top, our momentum is heading up, so price goes up. It's very simple and very powerful. And on the monthly chart, it eliminates all the noise, it eliminates a lot of the guesswork, and you just are left with pure bona fide facts, which help you stay level-headed. When you look at the first example, 335, you look at the longest example, 579, what I'm going to do today is show you the range at what it's looking like when this thing will recover, because the same patterns repeat every single time. As soon as this orange line comes back up above this white line, it's game on. It's the bull run. It is time for prices to explode. First example is 335, second 579, third was just under 400, and the last example we have 424. What you want to notice is that the Stochastic RSI will tell you everything that you need to know about the market. I want you to stay more level-headed than you normally stay, and I want you to understand one thing. Money always moves from impatient hands to patient hands. That's how it's been for the history of mankind. Expect that trend to continue. In other words, I want you to be more patient. I want you to trade way less. Everybody's going to make it seem in social media land that you should be trading more. Oh my God, there's this big opportunity. There's this big thing happening. You need to be in this trade. You need to be out of this trade. You need to short this. You need to long this. You need to leverage this. You need to do this. You need to be out of this. You need this new altcoin. I want you to take all of that and throw it in the trash, because the truth is, the facts are, you should actually trade a lot less. In fact, the right thing to do most often when you have a thought in your mind, oh my God, I need to buy, I need to sell, most often, the best thing to do, nothing. Don't do anything. And I want you to spend way more time studying the bottom golden zone window and the top zone window. Those are the two windows I want you to operate in every couple years. I don't want you to make any more trades. And when you do that, you'll have way more success. And you'll be like, why didn't I know this 10 years ago? Back to this chart. When the momentum gets below this level right here, this white level, that's about 17, that's when we lose all of our momentum. In other words, we run out of momentum. And what happens when you have no momentum to go up? You go down. When our momentum goes below this level, that's when the worst moves happen. The bloodbath really happens during this 400-ish day window. In other words, every bottom of the market happened below here when we were out of momentum. And simply put, when our momentum goes back up, it's time to buy. It's time to get back into the market to ride that next wave up for the next couple years, and then to look for that window to take profits, which the profit window is this road up here. What you notice about this time was a little bit different. You see, we had that cross after 400-ish days back in January 2023. In January 2023, we started to come up with this orange line. We started to create that beginning of the bull run. And from that point, we rallied beyond belief in our stochastic RSI. In other words, we went way up into this top zone and we went all the way to the tippity top. And I showed you this on the monthly chart back in the Christmas time 2023 in early 2024. And we just said it's not sustainable. Our momentum cannot sustain here. And what's likely going to happen is we're going to have a lower high. In other words, we're going to start creating bearish divergence. And we started watching this bearish divergence form. And we went from our first swing high in February 24 to our next swing low was a lower high back in January 25. And it was another lower high. We had another high, but it was another lower high for the third consecutive time. In other words, we had price going up while our indicator was going down. That is classic bearish divergence. And when that breaks, you often see it snap, break, and price usually reflects that. But what you'll notice that happen is something very interesting, because when this broke at 126,000, we plummeted in price. We dropped below finally in this level here, January 2026, having the orange line drop below here, starting our countdown timer of roughly 400 days, which we'll get to in a moment. And by the way, in this video, I want to tell you what I think is going to happen next and what I think you should do with the information that I'm sharing with you in this video. And then also, I want to drop another big clue about the next market cycle top. And this one might be a little bit controversial. Recently, many of you have been randomly unsubscribed from my channel, and missing just one video in a market like this can cost you big time. So stop what you're doing, look down, and make sure you are subscribed. What we have on our hands is we had that bearish divergence break, 126,000, price plummet, momentum plummet, drop below this level, and then we saw a rebound. We saw a cross back up, and this is what threw everybody off. But we had been doing this pattern for a couple of years now, so we were just doing more of the same. We like to have our momentum plummet, then a slight rebound, momentum plummet again, slight rebound, momentum plummet again. So that's what we did. We had a little rebound, people got excited, but we remained level-headed with this chart. And credit goes to this chart, because we pulled up this chart, we talked about it, you and I, and we said, look, we can't get overly excited. Everybody was getting excited about $80-something thousand Bitcoin, but we had already fallen into the trap. We knew it was going to be 400 days before this thing got better. And everybody overreacted when we were in the 80s, and the rest is history. What happens next? because what happens next is likely going to be more of the same. And I want to paint a picture of what if it's only 330 days and what if it's almost 600 days? What will that look like? So let's get to the 330 days. 330 days from that point, you're looking at roughly the end of 2026. In other words, this could come as soon as the end of 2026. According to the data that we have in front of us, it would be absolutely ludicrous to say that that's not a possibility. We quite literally have facts that that is a possibility. So the end of 2026 would be the earliest that we could see this start to turn a corner. But that's the earliest. What about the latest? The latest is 579 days. Where does that bring us? That brings us until August of 2027. In other words, we have the end of this year until August of 2027. During that period, the data suggests it will fall in line. Now, what is the most likely outcome? Well, if you look at the data in front of us, around 400-ish days is a likely scenario that is played out multiple times, especially the past 8 years. So what is likely to happen if that were the case? Roughly 400-ish days, you're looking at roughly the Q1 of 2027. Q1 of 2027 is the most likely culprit to be the beginning of the bull and the end of the devastation, and the bottom will be fully locked in by that time, and the bull run will be just in its infancy stages in Q1 2027. Now, what should you do with this information? And more importantly, what's this big clue about the next bull run? What's this big warning about the next bull run? I want to get into that. What we have on our hands here is two things. Number one, we want to talk about what should you do with this information. What I want you to do is be way more patient. I want you to trade way less. I want you to focus on the bottom golden zone window for the rest of this year. Focus on the bottom golden zone window. And that's the window to really maximize your profits. And is likely going to happen from sometime now until sometime by the end of the year. And likely in Q1, we will move into this new phase where the market starts to shift, and it'll be very, very slight. It'll catch a lot of people by surprise. Nobody will want to believe it because they'll all think we're going a lot lower, and we will start to rise in prices. But this next run will be unlike anything we've seen before. And I alluded to it in other videos, and we talked a lot about it in our previous video, and I want to drop another clue. So what did we say in the previous video? It's $1 million Bitcoin is almost a lock for 2030, according to a lot of really smart people and a lot of huge institutions. It's very common for $1 million Bitcoin by 2030. You've seen it everywhere. But I'm here to tell you, based on the facts, that is highly unlikely to happen. It would be an absolute shock for that to happen. In fact, I'll take it a step further, which I showed you in the last video. It's likely that even $500,000 Bitcoin is not going to happen in the next cycle. And I'll drop another huge clue, and it has a lot to do with what I've been talking about for years and years and years. Every single cycle is getting weaker and weaker and weaker. Don't take my word for it. Look at the facts. The first cycle, this percentage gain was never seen again. The next cycle was a lot smaller by a big factor. In other words, this move back in 2010 all the way up to 2011, we never saw that percentage gain again. It's never happened in all of the years since. In fact, the next cycle from here in November 2011 up to the top of 2013, that percentage gain was also never seen again because it was way smaller than the first percentage gain, and still it was never seen again. And the next percentage gain in 2017 was also never seen again. And it was also smaller than the previous one by a wide margin, which the previous one was way smaller than the first one by a wide margin. Do you see a trend? Because I tried to tell everybody this years ago, and not a lot of people wanted to listen. Everybody was like, are you crazy? Like in this past cycle, it was almost a guarantee that we would see $250,000 Bitcoin. And I tried to almost guarantee that we wouldn't see $250,000 Bitcoin. Definitely $500,000. A lot of people were saying $500,000 Bitcoin. But I mean, the proof is in the pudding. So each cycle is getting weaker and weaker. And each cycle percentage gain we have never seen again. And I just want to point out the percentage gain from last cycle. Let's just go and look at it. So from the bottom of the market all the way to the top, we're looking at about 700%. Expect us never to see that for this next cycle. However, I do have some good news. I think what's going to happen is we're going to go through a rough period in Bitcoin, which is what we've seen the stock market do for over 100 years. Like every 30-ish years, there's a 10-year period of devastation, of bloodbath, and then the cycle will repeat. In other words, this is sort of one cycle, okay? All these years of Bitcoin that we've had since the start is one whole cycle. And I think that rough cycle is going to repeat after a 10-year devastation cycle. In other words, what I just described is like 40 years into the future. That's what I think is going to happen. I think we're in the beginning of this devastation period, and a lot of people will give up on Bitcoin and a lot of people will go away from Bitcoin, but the infrastructure won't change and the smart people will still be here building, and Bitcoin will have this growth phase after that 10-year period, and it'll be something similar to this cycle that we just had, but probably not to that extreme. And that's roughly how I think the next 30-ish years are going to play out. By the way, we are getting tons of comments about Winbottom and altcoins. Did you know I give my top altcoin picks and my big secret investment both covered in the Bitcoin Bottom Blueprint? Just my big secret investment alone is already worth multiple times the cost of the Bitcoin Bottom Blueprint. But on top of that, you get my top altcoin picks, and on top of that, you get one guaranteed buy inside of the golden zone or your money back. Public launch coming soon. Watch your email.